Good evening, and welcome to banddirector.com. My name is Russ Hilton, and I am the Director of Bands at Creuse High School in Harrison Township, Michigan. We are a suburb of Metro Detroit, about 20 miles north of Metro Detroit. I am here this evening for our pre-festival concert 1 week prior to our contest, where we are premiering our first commission, which was done by Dr. David Holsinger of the Maelstrom. Welcome, Dr. Holsinger, and welcome to Creuse.
Thank you. We've had a great time. It's been a good 2 days.
It's been a wonderful 2 days. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came up with the process of what became the Maelstrom?
Well, it was somewhat complicated because it really started out somewhere different. I mean, you and I have talked about, I had a terrible time trying to figure out exactly what to do about this piece, where to go, and I came up with some nautical terms, and I had this maelstrom started showing up, and it was a big whirlpool, and I know tonight during the concert I'm going to try and explain to the audience how this creative process where I actually did some kind of a strange rhythm, and it suddenly reminded me of Morse code, which then in turn reminded me of something else, which reminded me of something else, and suddenly we get a piece that's not at all about water, but it's about valor and courage and sacrifice, and so it's kind of a strange thing. I will say this about the piece. The interesting thing about tonight's concert is I do not regularly get to hear a premiere of my own music. It probably seems weird. You think every composer would be at the premiere of his work, but this is really the first time in years that I've actually been able to be there in the last rehearsals. We had some wonderful rehearsals yesterday with the band, and today we had some run-throughs, and things are going so well. The band is doing a great job because it's not the easiest piece in the world. It's turned to be rather complicated and gotten really involved, and these young people they've jumped into it with both feet. I tell you, I'm really very proud of these young people. I think tonight at the concert the audience will be pretty impressed with them also. They're fine musicians.
Thank you. Our students are excellent. It's purely just a love of the program. We keep on adding things to the program just because the students are asking for more all the time. The commission process, again, was something we'd done so many new pieces in the last 5 or 6 years. You and I have talked about several of them that.
So you might as well be responsible for one of them.
It was how did they come up with it? Where did it come from? I tell them the stories that are included often, but the process, especially for our top ensemble, to have the chance to have this opportunity, it's like the next level of musicianship for them to be involved with the creative process. So it worked out great.
Well, I was speaking with them this afternoon a few moments and telling them that this kind of sets them on another plane. And I think anybody out there who's really considering the commissioning process, I mean, it's really worthwhile because it does set your band on a different plane. You can always be known as a band who really plays well, et cetera, in your own, kind of in your own neighborhood, so to speak, and outside your state. But as soon as you start putting your name on the top of the masthead of a number of pieces that are being commissioned by your band, it says a lot to those other bands who are playing it. It does. It sets your band on a different plane. So, the commissioning process is one that a lot of schools will hesitate about, because there is a lot to it. I mean, there's a financial burden.
It is.
But the deal is, I mean, I think it will raise the awareness of your musicians, of your band boosters, of the district as a whole, just what you have done and what becomes of this nationwide and perhaps even worldwide. Because this music goes everywhere, and the American band music is it's everywhere. So that's what we're really talking about tonight. So
the process has been wonderful for us. Just from the initial contact with you, not knowing that you were at your own premieres, unable to be at them on a regular basis, I just thought that was expected. So out of my own ignorance, I was ready to drag you right out here for the 2 whole days.
Sometimes finding the time is the problem.
Yes, but it worked out to be wonderful in terms of that. And I will agree with you. Our parents, for the most part, did not know what a commission was. They did not understand the concept of being patrons, not of just of the kids, but of the patrons of the art form itself, that allows the creative freedom. They love the new works we do, but they don't understand that because they're not market viable in terms of pop art, that the commissioning process is the next step. And I'm actually going to talk about that a little bit with our boosters tonight, because I think for the parents, they also took the next step, the next level of creating permanence for our program.
Well, as an outsider looking in, I can tell the folks out there in web land, it'll be a good concert tonight. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to enjoy what you're going to hear. Russ has done a great job with this band. The program's a super program. And so we're just glad that you're able to come here and be with us tonight.
We hope you enjoy the concert.